Hello and welcome to this live session. We are Formula Botanica. We are the world's leading online organic cosmetic formulation school. And today we are live across Facebook, across YouTube, and across our big Skincare Entrepreneur Mastermind Facebook group. My name is Anna. I am the Education Manager at Formula Botanica, and we're just going to wait for some people to join. I can see the numbers creeping up there. Lots of people joining the live. Hello and welcome. We're very, very excited to chat to you today. I am joined by my colleague Brooke, and we are really, really excited by today's session. I can see the numbers going up. Lots more people joining us. Thank you so much. We're just going to hang on and wait for a few more people to join as well. I can see the numbers steadily creeping up there. We're really excited to talk to you today about this topic. We believe everybody can formulate at Formula Botanica, so we are very excited to chat to you today. Okay, so if you are watching us live, and I know there's people joining across all different platforms, please tell us where in the world you are watching from. We are streaming, as I have already said, live on YouTube and Facebook and one of our large Facebook groups. So my name is Anna Green, and I am the Education Manager at Formula Botanica. And I'm also going to hand over to my colleague Brooke so she can tell you who she is and what she does at Formula Botanica. Welcome, Brooke.
Thank you, Anna. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first live stream. My name is Brooke, as Anna said, and I'm the formulation tutor here at Formula Botanica. So I work in the education team, and I'm part of the team that creates our course materials, our content for our lab membership site, and I'm here to chat to you all about how everyone can formulate.
Yes, we are very, very excited to talk to you today. We are going to be live for the next hour or so, and I can see people joining the live stream from around the world, which is incredibly exciting. We have people saying hello from the Netherlands, good morning from Florida, hello from Algeria, Cyprus, Malaysia. Wow, just so many different parts of the world. Hello from the Bahamas. We are not jealous at all here in the UK. Fantastic. We love it. The Netherlands, Malta, Bermuda. Wow, so many people joining live. It is absolutely incredible to speak to you all today. Do let us know where you are in the world if you haven't already. But yeah, let us know if you are excited about today's topic. We want to hear from you. And we will be sort of, as I said, running through the topic of why we believe everyone can formulate for the next hour. And we are incredibly excited because we will soon be running our very large free masterclass where we will be teaching people to make an amazing organic face cream. Which way am I going? That way. And you can see the face creams in the picture there. They are these beautiful yellow face creams, and we are very, very excited to get started teaching people about this masterclass. We have so much amazing free content for you that you are not going to want to miss out on. So please do make sure you pay attention in the live so that you can make sure that you're signed up and you have everything ready. So our big free masterclass, as I've already said, it will be happening over the next several weeks. We're really, really excited. We've got these live events in the run up to the masterclass, and we have so much happening for you. So please do make sure that you're sort of signed up to everything and that you know what's coming up. We'll be talking about some of the upcoming sessions as we go along as well. So we've got people coming in from all around the world. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, so many different countries. We've done Bermuda, Kenya, Netherlands, just incredible amounts of people. So thank you so much for joining us. We are really, really excited to talk to you today. This topic is all about why we believe everyone can formulate. And you will be learning a little bit about what we do and how this masterclass can help you if your dream is to learn to formulate. And that is our goal at Formula Botanica, is to get the world formulating. So please do stay tuned. We have so much exciting content for you that you will not want to miss. So the free masterclass, as we've already said, is you can register now. So you can register at any point now, and we have free, completely free workbooks for you. This is the workbook. Make sure that it's sort of in shot. Completely free workbook that you can download and you can start looking at. And we also have other study resources in our study area. There's a very nice sort of welcome introductory video before the masterclass. So even though the masterclass lessons are not yet live, they're not yet available for you, you can start looking at the resources in the study area. So that is very exciting. So we are going to be talking about the free masterclass. We're going to be talking about why everybody can and should formulate, I will say. And the lessons, as we've already said, start on May the 2nd. So we've just got 10 days before we kick off the masterclass. So I am very excited. Brooke, are you excited to start?
Very much so. It's been quite a while since we've done one of these, so it's always a good energy in the company as it leads up to it.
Yes. So we run these free masterclasses twice a year. The previous masterclass that we ran was October. And it is honestly one of our favorite things to do at Formula Botanica, because we have an amazing student community that we work with all year round. But the free masterclasses reach a whole new level of people. So we had 43,000 people last time registered in October to take part in this free masterclass. So if you are registered this time, you are in really good company. You are going to be alongside a whole community of people who also want to learn to formulate and will be using our free masterclass to do so. So really very, very exciting. So if you haven't yet registered and you're thinking, okay, I want to register, please follow the link in this video. I've also got, we've got colleagues in the chat who will be, putting all of the information for you so that you can register. It's really simple to register. It's one click, you go through, you register, and that you can then access the content that we're talking about today, including shopping lists, things like the workbook. So you can start to access that free content right away, which is very, very exciting. So today we are going to be talking about why we believe everybody can and should formulate. And we're going to give you some examples from our amazing Formula Botanica community. And we have people in our community from all different walks of life, different backgrounds. We cover many, many different parts of the world. So we currently have students in over 182 countries, which every time I think about it, I just think what a truly incredible global community we are part of. We have different ages, all different careers. And the one thing that everybody in our community has in common is that they have fallen in love with organic skincare formulation and hair care formulation, and they realized that they too could formulate. They joined us for maybe a free masterclass like the one that you're about to take part in, and they have carried on in our student community. So it's really, really exciting that we have such a diverse community of people. And the masterclass that we're running for you is entirely free. There is no charge at all for you to take part in the masterclass. You can access incredible resources and teaching materials that are completely free. So we want you to take advantage of this. We want as many people as possible to formulate. And again, Brooke, what will we be formulating in the masterclass?
So we're going to be making this wonderful botanical face cream, and it's got some really, really lovely ingredients in it. Some of my favourites. We've got I've got some of them here. We're going to be learning to work with different things like hydrosol, so things like orange blossom or neroli water, orange essential oil, sea buckthorn CO2 extract, papaya glycerite, and also an emulsifier called Vegetal, which is a really great emulsifier to work with Nice and easy, nice and simple. It does a lot of different things, and it's really, really great for making beginner formulations, but you can also make much more sophisticated formulations with it as well. So it's got a lovely skin feel to it, and I'm sure you're all going to love having a go.
Yes, and the wonderful thing about this botanical face cream is that we have made it with as few ingredients as possible, but the ingredients are really, really lovely. So it's a beautiful, beautiful face cream. And we're teaching you how to make it from scratch. And that is the incredible thing about this masterclass. Everything is broken down for you step by step into bite-sized chunks. And we have the most amazing videos available for you in a Netflix style series where you can just sort of, they're 10-minute videos. So you can sit and watch 10 minutes a day, or you can catch up at the end and you can watch all of them at the end. It's really, really fun. And we're so excited to open this up to everybody again, because everybody can and should formulate their own skincare. It's such a fun thing to learn to do. So we're talking a little bit about ingredients, and that's because many of you who have registered are already really excited about purchasing your ingredients. I'm really pleased because we want you to be really excited. Our help desk are already getting lots of questions about where do I source my ingredients? How do we go about getting the ingredients for the masterclass? So we're going to cover that a little bit before we dive into the topic of why everybody can and should formulate. And when you register for the masterclass, you will have a study area, and in that study area are your links. So you have your links to your workbook, but you also have links to a supplier guide that we've given you, and you can click through those links directly to shop with those suppliers. The information that we give you, it's packed full of info. The workbook itself is packed, but also all of the supplier recommendations, we've done as many as we could for you. So do go and check those out. And some of these suppliers have kindly put together special kits exclusively for our Formula Botanica Masterclass, which is so, so exciting. And if you go through those links, you can see that either you've got most of the ingredients or all of the ingredients available for the masterclass just with one click. So we've worked with suppliers from around the world. We've tried to cover as many areas of the world as possible, and I'm sure we will cover even more in future masterclasses. But, you go through, you click through, and you can start to purchase your ingredients. And also, you don't have to go through the links that we've given you. We give you all of the names of the ingredients within the workbook, so you can just go through and purchase them, from other places individually if you want to as well. We talk a little bit more about substituting ingredients once the masterclass is up and going and it's ready for you. We talk about it in lesson 8. So don't worry, there is more information coming on A, the types of ingredients that we're going to be using, and B, how to substitute if you don't want to use those specific ingredients. There's a lovely additional list of suppliers as well who perhaps don't have the kits, but do have either some or all of the ingredients as well. And we will have a live event. So the next one of the next live events coming up will be with our Formula Botanica CEO, Lorraine Dalmare, and myself. And we will be talking about the masterclass ingredients and where to source them. And that is on the 25th of April at 4 p.m. UK time. So for much more information on this topic, please make sure that you join us then. But we wanted to cover ingredients a little bit because we know that so many people are excited to get started and want to start looking at the masterclass ingredients. So talking about our Formula Botanica community, and really they are absolutely incredible, but we believe that everyone can formulate and everybody should formulate their own skincare. And that despite what the beauty industry has been telling us for years, you don't need to be a chemist to formulate. And some of the stories that we're going to tell you today, I think, will confirm that for you. Formulation is fun, easy, and empowering. And one of the most amazing parts of working at Formula Botanica is seeing our amazing community just flourish and support each other. As I've already said, it's a truly global community, 182 countries around the world, but we reach worldwide through our social media platforms and our blog as well. So it's quite incredible. Our community are people from all walks of life, different careers, different family circumstances, many parents, people of all ages, and they're all united by their love of organic skincare formulation. And I'm really excited because I'm joined by Brooke today, who is part of the Formula Botanica team, because Brooke is going to share her story of how she became part of the Formula Botanica community and ended up working with us. We're so happy that she has. And it's a really inspirational story, so that I know you will absolutely want to hear it. So before we get started with Brooke, just a reminder, my name is Anna Green. I am the Education Manager at Formula Botanica. Today, we are talking about our exciting free masterclass where we teach you how to formulate an organic face cream. And the topic of today's live is everyone can formulate, and we're going to be sharing some inspirational stories. So Brooke, I'm going to hand over to you. Can you start by telling us, how old were you when you started formulating? I love this story.
So I started making my first formulations when I was 10. So I had, for my 10th birthday, I had a kit in a little wicker basket with butters like shea butter, cocoa butter, beeswax, glycerin, different carrier oils. And I had a book that was about making your own DIY skincare products. And I used to sit and tinker and play with those. So that's the proper formulations I made. I did start mixing things up when I was about 2. I used to mix my mum and dad's shampoo conditioners together and thought I'd invented 2 in 1. But my mum used to buy the cheap stuff so that I could mix them rather than using her expensive shampoos. But then it moved on from there then when I was a teenager, and my mum found Formula Botanica and I joined the courses when I was 14. So it was in 2016. So through the masterclass that you're all going through at the moment, I found them through there, and I started formulating when I was 14 and joined the courses. I completed our organic skincare entrepreneur program, which is the package of all of the courses we have for sale. It's a really great program to do. And after I completed all of the courses, I came to work for Formula Botanica.
Such an incredible story, but it just goes to show that everybody can formulate. And actually, you did this as a young teen, and you had a passion for it. Clearly, you had a spark inside you, and you were incredibly lucky that you had your parents' support to find Formula Botanica and to know that that was an option to you. And it opens up the world to organic skincare formulation, the fact that we are entirely online. So that's why I love your story so much. What did your parents think about your journey to formulation, Brooke?
So when I started doing it, it wasn't, skincare in the market wasn't nearly as big as it is now. It was quite sort of out there to be making your own skincare products. And it was something I loved doing, and both myself and my mum have quite sensitive skin, and I used to have bad reactions to different products. So when I became a teenager and I started using face washes and moisturizers, I used to get really bad dry patches everywhere, which is when I started to realize that these ones weren't really working and I needed to find something else. So that's how I stumbled into it. And my mum, I've been really, really lucky because she's absolutely brilliant and she's always tried to encourage our passions. And she spent ages scouring the internet to find Formula Botanica and to find something that was a way you could learn to do it properly. Because at the time I was trying to decide of what kind of path I wanted to do, what I wanted to study, because I was doing my exams and prepping for exams at the same time. But at that age, you're sort of trying to figure out what it is you want to do and which direction you want to take. And it was pure chance, really, that she stumbled upon Formula Botanica and decided to enroll me into them. And probably one of the best decisions she's done, because it's brought me to where I am today.
Yeah.
And it's not a career choice that most people think of. At that time, lots of people dream of being pop stars or astronauts or all those sorts of things, and it's something that I didn't, until Formula Botanica came along, it's not something I knew was an option. So it's not out there really as something that you thought. I thought I'd have to go to university and become a chemist to be able to do something like that. But luckily, Formula Botanica fills that gap of not wanting to go to university and study chemistry and be a cosmetic scientist, but you're still able to learn to make your own products, and the places you can go from there are just as varied.
Yes, absolutely. We firmly believe that you do not have to be a chemist to formulate. We support chemists. We have a cosmetic chemist on staff at Formula Botanica, but you do not have to be a chemist to formulate. We have people from all different walks of life that have joined us. And I love what you said about not knowing that this would be an option for you, because ultimately you studied at Formula Botanica alongside the sort of day curriculum that you were doing. And so many in our community have full-time jobs, children to take care of, and because the courses are entirely self-paced, entirely online, it gives people a freedom to pursue their passion for organic skincare formulation and hair care formulation, but without being restricted to having to attend a lesson at a certain day or a certain time. Everything we do is entirely online. So it really does open things up to everybody, which I think is very exciting. And, the same with the masterclass. We've designed the masterclass to be as accessible as possible to people. And I really, really think that that's very important. And as well as Brooke, we have a whole team of people behind the scenes at Formula Botanica. The education team, which is obviously, the team that we're part of. We have formulators around the world. So we have people in Brazil, we have, people in Indonesia, all sorts of places around the world. And, we are all entirely online as well. The Formula Botanica team all work from home, and we all come together for these live events for you. So it's very, very exciting, but it really does sort of open up people's ability to study. So if you're going to go and you want to be a cosmetic chemist, and many people do, you would have to attend in-person classes, at a university. And that is a career path. It's a very valid career path for many people, but you don't have to take that route if you want to formulate. If you just are excited about learning to work with these ingredients and to formulate your own products, then there is a different option, as Brooke has found out and gone through successfully through the courses. So Brooke, can you tell me a little bit about your experience of studying with Formula Botanica alongside your other studies, and how you found that? What kind of advice would you give somebody who wants to learn to formulate and perhaps has never thought this is an option for them?
Well, I think, as you said, the courses being entirely online is brilliant because it means that you can work at your own pace, and it also means that you can refer back to all of the materials. So I know something I've struggled with in in-person lessons is you have to take your own notes, and if you miss something, then that's it. The sentence is gone and it doesn't necessarily have anything to refer back to. Whereas with everything being online, you can refer back to all of our materials as many times as you want. Even, now I have access to the materials through working, and I still refer back to them occasionally I refer back to the ones I have downloaded, because all of the materials we give you, you can download and keep. So it's brilliant to have them all because you can keep them and you can refer back to them whenever you want to. So when I was doing it, I did it alongside other studies and exams, and towards the end of my study time, I also had a part-time job as well. And although you do have to manage your time when working, it is definitely doable. So there are, even if you just want to do a couple of hours a week, you get a pretty good chunk of time in order to complete the courses. But if it's something you want to do just for a couple of hours in a week, you can do it in an evening, you can do it first thing in the morning, depending on what your schedule is like. It's really easy to fit in wherever you can.
Yes.
So it does take a certain level of dedication, in as much as you have to do take some time to do the studies, but if it's something that you are passionate about and you want to learn, then that's no hardship really. It's something that it should be something that you enjoy doing. And at the end of the day, formulation is great fun. So standing in either your makeshift lab in your kitchen, or if you're lucky enough to have a space to formulate, you can do it anywhere else. You can sit there and you can play around with ingredients, and it can be really quite therapeutic as well. If it's something you enjoy doing, you can make things for your family, you can make things for yourself, and it's just a really great way of unwinding and having a new hobby that, as Anna said, it can be really empowering to be able to make your own products.
Yes, absolutely. Just a reminder, my name is Anna Green. I'm the Education Manager at Formula Botanica, and we're here to talk about why everyone can formulate on this live today. The live is leading up to our amazing masterclass, where we'll be teaching thousands of people to make this amazing botanical face cream, which is just the most beautiful colour. It makes me very happy every time I see it.
It's even more vibrant in person.
Yes, it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. If you have not yet registered for your ticket, go ahead and do so by following the links in this video. My colleagues in the chat will be posting the links regularly for the masterclass so that you can register. We get started on May the 2nd. Make sure that you register now and give yourself time to go through some of the amazing resources we've already given you. You can download this amazing free workbook. There's so much content in here for a free resource. It is absolutely packed. So do make sure that you make the most of it and you download it now, because it will help you through the masterclass. And if you have registered, we would love to hear if you've already registered. Pop registered in the comments for us, and we would love to hear from you. I'd love to know how many of you, there's quite a lot of you live now, how many of you have already registered for the live. So yes, the topic of today's live is everyone can formulate. We've been hearing Brooke's absolutely inspirational story of starting to formulate when she was 10 years old because she was given this amazing kit of ingredients. I can see lots of people saying that they're registered. Amazing. It's going to be so exciting when we get started with this masterclass. I cannot wait, actually. It's just my favorite time of year. So yes, Brooke learnt to formulate. She joined Formula Botanica at 14 years old. Brooke, I can't imagine that if you'd gone to the school careers advisor, they would have said to you that organic formulation was an option for you. We're here to put that
Definitely not.
We want the careers advisors of the world to understand that this is an option for people, that everyone can learn to formulate. And, we really want you to take advantage of this free masterclass where we can help you to do that. So, sorry, Brooke, go ahead.
I was going to say, one of our fantastic tutors has this wonderful saying that I love, and it's that formulation is a lot like cooking. So although you might not necessarily want to be a chef, you can cook for yourself, you can cook for your children, you can cook for your family, and formulation is the same. So even if you don't want to go down the route of owning a huge multinational natural skincare business, you can still make your own indie beauty products for your friends, for your family. You can have your own little business with selling them locally, and it's really easy to scale depending on what it is you want to do. And that's part of what we mean by everyone can formulate. Of it is a skill that you can adapt to lots of different walks of life, really, just like cooking.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have people in our community, as we've already said, all ages, all walks of life, but also with all sorts of different intentions for their love of formulation. So we have lots and lots of amazingly successful graduates. We have a graduate gallery on our website if you want to take a look at the kinds of people who are launching brands off the back of, their Formula Botanica education. But not everybody in our community will want to launch their own brand. We have all sorts of, people who maybe just want to formulate for themselves, who just want to learn a new skill, who want to work in the industry, but in different ways. We have many people. I saw a comment ping past, but they're going so fast I couldn't grab it up on the screen. of somebody saying that they're a skin therapist and they're excited to learn about formulation. If you already do something that is complementary, it's a fantastic way. You know, if you're a skin therapist who loves skin, who works hands-on with clients, has never formulated anything yourself, this masterclass is perfect for you. But also, we have people who are entirely brand new to formulating, who have never formulated anything before, and we take them by the hand with this free masterclass, with all of the resources that we provide, with the workbook and, you know, all of the videos, and they come out of it and they've created their own face cream for the very first time, and people are so excited. One of my favorite parts of the masterclass is when people start to post up selfies. So if you are taking part this time in the masterclass, please do make sure that you take a selfie with your workbook and post it up online. The hashtag is Formula Botanica. We want to see you on Instagram. We want to see you in the Facebook groups. We want to see you everywhere posting up these selfies. It's one of the most incredible moments. I'm sure you'll agree with me here, Brooke, when people start to post that they've made the cream, that they, you know, they have their workbook, they're so excited to take part. It really, or I always have to take a moment when we get to that point and think, this is incredible. We're reaching so many people.
I think it's amazing to see so many people excited about it as well, because everyone at Formula Botanica is really passionate about skincare formulation, and it's wonderful to be able to share that with everyone and to see you all getting so excited as well. We all end up being skin nerds together, and it's fantastic.
Yes, absolutely.
It's lovely to see people's formulations develop as well.
Yeah. So some people who are joining may have, you know, some basic formulation skills already. So I'm just going to show this comment. So we've had somebody say, I formulated a number of body butters and lip balms. I plan on experimenting and exploring more, especially with emulsions. And this is my chance to educate myself more. And I love that comment, because many people do come to us for the masterclass that have already formulated perhaps something that doesn't have any water in it, an oil-based serum, a body butter, something like that. And they want to learn the art of emulsification. And that is what we teach you in this masterclass. And we wanted to take a formula that was something that people think of as more complex, but actually we wanted to break it down for you in a way that you realize that it's not difficult to do this yourself. And we do that very well, I think, in this masterclass, because so many people who don't think that they can formulate take part. We had people taking part with their children last time. I had my 13-year-old formulating with me. He was fascinated by the process of emulsification. He's very into science and chemistry, and this is a very practical way, you know, of seeing something come together in a way, because you use your emulsifier. This is the emulsifier that we use in the masterclass, and we will talk about it a little bit more when we go through the ingredients live on the 25th. We will break down all of the ingredients for you. But, you know, the emulsifier brings together this oil and water in it to make a cream, and all of the other ingredients that you put in it come together beautifully in the cream. And we've kept it simple. We've kept it to as few ingredients as we could, whilst keeping it also exciting. And it is very exciting because of the beautiful colour. Brooke, can you tell us just quickly what makes the cream so beautiful in its colour?
So the fantastic orangey colour comes from a wonderful ingredient called sea buckthorn. So sea buckthorn is a little berry, and it's a little orange berry. They look a bit like hawthorn berries, but they're bright orange. And you can create this extract from it. So it comes in either an oil or as a CO2 extract, and the CO2 extract is what we use in the Masterclass formula. So it looks like this in its bottle. This is the one I have. It's just a thin, oily liquid. I've got a tissue here to show you the bright, vibrant colour of it.
Yeah. It's so
just
beautiful.
Drop it out here.
It is very vibrant.
You can see there, it's a really bright orange colour. Yes. If I put it straight onto my hand, I'd have orange skin for weeks, so I wouldn't do that. But
yeah.
No,
but
it's
in the cream,
beautiful ingredient. In a cream, yeah.
In the skin,
Just don't pour it neat, but in a cream, it just tints the cream. But
yes, and we wanted to make sure that everything we teach entirely natural skincare formulation. We do not use synthetic ingredients, not because we think they're bad, but because we are passionate about naturals and we think they have so many amazing benefits for the skin. And this cream is so beautiful that it is entirely natural, doesn't have, you know, any added colorants or anything. The colors and the fragrances come purely from the natural ingredients, which is what makes this masterclass so exciting for you to take part in. We've got people saying, you know, how beautiful it is. It definitely is very, very beautiful. We've got people asking how to get the resources, like the workbook. So I'm just going to go through that one more time. Please follow the links to register. And once you have registered, you can click on your study area. And within your study area, you will find links to a shopping list, the masterclass suppliers, and also the workbook. So everything you need to take part is in the study area for you, and that is accessible now. So we want as many of you as possible to get registered. And when we asked people earlier on, I was amazed at how quickly the comments were coming through of people saying, I'm registered, I'm in, I've got my ticket, I'm excited to join you. So if you have not yet got your ticket, if you have not yet registered for this entirely free masterclass, your time is now. Go for it. We want you to register. We want as many people as possible to learn that they too can formulate and that it is fun, easy, and empowering. So we've got a couple of questions there. So I can see somebody said, I'll cover this one quickly. We'll talk more about ingredients on the other live, but somebody said, I have sea buckthorn oil, not the CO2 extracts, because I can't find it where I live. Will it work similarly? Can you cover that one for us, Brooke?
So this is getting into a little bit more technical ingredients, but the oil is essentially a slightly weaker version of the CO2 extract. So the way the CO2 extract is a refined version of the oil and the colorant, but it will work exactly the same. You can replace them. It'll have slightly less benefits to it and possibly a slightly less strong color, but you can easily replace it if you can't get a hold of the CO2 extract. That's not a problem.
Yes. Yeah. And we talk much more about ingredients in the dedicated ingredients live. I will be running that live with our CEO, Lorraine Dalmare, which is very exciting. So you get a chance to also hear from our CEO during this masterclass. She is one of the most amazing entrepreneurs in this industry. So do take advantage of all the free lives that we are providing for you and attend as many as you can. And the ingredients, we will cover all of the ingredients, talk a little bit about substitutions and where to find them, that kind of thing. I just wanted to show this comment because I think it's lovely. Jodie said, I'm registered and so excited, hoping the supplies arrive in time. You still have plenty of time, Jodie. If you've already ordered your supplies, well done. You are truly very organized. We love that. Very, very good indeed. And yes, we hope you love the masterclass, Jodie, because that's why we run it. We want everybody to be incredibly happy. I just wanted to remind everybody who we are and what we do. We are Formula Botanica. We are the online organic cosmetic formulation school. We are leaders in the industry and we also are accredited, and we provide entirely online learning so that you too can learn how to formulate. My name is Anna and I'm the education manager at Formula Botanica, and I'm joined by my colleague Brooke, and today we are talking about why everybody can and should formulate. And we've heard Brooke's story already of why Brooke started formulating at the age of 10, and she joined Formula Botanica at 14 and studied at Formula Botanica alongside her regular daytime studies, which is the curriculum in the UK that you have to follow. And you did that alongside, which is just incredible. But Brooke's story isn't uncommon in our community. I think you were probably one of the younger members of the community to join, and amazing that your parents were so supportive. But we've also had some amazing threads recently, haven't we, Brooke, in our online classroom, which is our exclusive community for students. And there was a thread of somebody started a thread saying, hey, I'm over 60. Is anybody else here over 60 and learning to formulate? And we had hundreds of comments. And it was just joyful to read, because all of these people said, yeah, I'm also over 60. I've retired now, and I've always wanted to learn to formulate, and I've never done it. And now I've decided to join, and I've decided to do it. And yeah, I could sit and read that thread for hours, because it's just so inspiring of the fact that, you know, we've told Brooke's story of starting very young, but we also have people starting much later in life and just discovering this passion and this, you know, this ability to formulate that they never thought that they had, and finding Formula Botanica, and all of a sudden the door to formulation being open to them. So yeah, we have some amazing stories in our community, don't we, Brooke, in our Facebook group, our student community.
I think formulation is one of those skills that knows no age limit. So as long as it's something you want to do, you can do it at any age. You can start at any age. So as I said, I started at sort of the age of 10. We have people that start over 70. And I know one of my colleagues, she has a young daughter, and she's formulated with her alongside her. So they are really, any age you are, there's anything you can try formulation. And if it's something that you're passionate about, then there is no reason you shouldn't be able to learn to formulate.
Yes, and as we've already said, we're entirely online. All of the resources that we provide you for the masterclass are entirely online. They will be available for you to view in your own time. You know, we want you to join as many of these live sort of events as possible, but also, you know, a lot of the events you can watch on catch up and replays, and it just opens the door to people. You know, the majority of our community also either have full-time jobs or family commitments, or a mixture of both. And as Brooke said, she studied, you know, her regular studies alongside studying with Formula Botanica, and people make it work because of the way that we teach. And that is, I think, the really amazing part of what we do. We make everything so accessible. So we want you to also join our community of people who are passionate about formulation. If you have always thought, if you've watched people sort of making things, and you've looked at skincare creams and been a bit sort of uninspired by what is available on the shelves and thought, actually, I could probably do this better, this is for you, because you will learn to make this amazing, beautiful botanical face cream, which is just the most joyful color. It smells of oranges. It's just absolutely delightful. And it's, you know, a really great way to get started with a skill that many people never thought that they could do. And actually, everybody can make this face cream. We've broken it down into sections for you. The videos themselves are 10 minutes long, and it really is, it's like a Netflix series, isn't it, Brooke? You sort of go through and everything's broken down in such an accessible way.
I think our workbook as well has really well broken down the different steps, and so it's all written down in the workbook too. You have your step-by-steps. We're going to teach you how to use preservatives, how to use emulsifiers, how to choose your ingredients, which equipment to use, how to prepare for formulating. It's all covered in the lessons and then in the workbook as well.
Yes, and the
so everything you need to know is right there.
Yes, and the workbook, once you've downloaded it, is yours to keep and is entirely free. And you don't get many things with this much value that are free in today's world. So please do take advantage of it. We have packed it full, and the team worked on this for months, to make this happen. It is a truly beautiful resource. So it's something that you can download and keep. We've had ours laminated and bound, but you don't have to do that. You can also just keep the digital copy. But we love to see people printing them out and keeping them something really special, because they are, there's so much content in there. The pictures and everything you can see, they are just so beautifully done, these workbooks, that you will want to keep it and treasure it and sort of show it off. And we want to see those workbook selfies. We absolutely love seeing them online. Our social media manager loves seeing you all taking your selfies and posting them up. So yeah, use your hashtag Formula Botanica and you can share with us. I've just seen Another comment that I wanted to pull out, which I love, from Shelley. I'm so excited to finally join in on your formulating education. Besides having wanted to do this for quite some time, I have decided to honour my dear friend, fellow educator and beauty therapist, Deborah Brown Folks, who introduced me to Formula Botanica. What a lovely comments, you know, how amazing. And I know there will be many people out there who have perhaps wondered about joining our community for a while, who have wondered whether they too could learn to formulate. They might be following our blog posts, watching our social media. You know, now is the time with this entirely free masterclass for you to join us and take part. We start the masterclass on the 2nd of May, but you can register right now and you can access all of your resources right now. So please do start looking at the resources that we give you, the shopping list, start preparing. And yeah, the lessons will soon be available for people so that you can start learning how to make this organic face cream, which is very exciting.
I remember when we were developing this formula for the masterclass, it was quite a lot of R&D, wasn't it, to tweak and perfect the formula. So we've tried it, we've tested it, we've failed many times, and we've got it perfect for you now.
Yes.
So
the entire education team was involved in creating this formula for you. And the sort of goal of the formula is to make something as beautiful and as interesting as possible, but also make it as simple and with as few ingredients as possible. And it sounds simple now that we've done it and now that we've cracked it. At the time, we sort of kept going back and forth and saying, shall we add this? Shall we add that? Shall we add more ingredients? And we kept sort of going back to this concept, well, more is not always more. And we want to make this as easy as possible because everybody should be able to formulate their own products. Everybody should be able to reclaim that skill and say, I can formulate a face cream. And so we kept going back and forth. We made it simpler. We tested lots of different ingredients, didn't we, Brooke? There was a lot of ingredient testing.
There was. Yeah. There's only 7 ingredients in this formula, so it's really nice, short and simple. But it doesn't compromise at all on how fantastic it is. The scent is delightful. I love citrus smells, so I was really glad when we chose sweet orange as the essential oil for it. And
and you might have,
we're really proud of.
Yeah, we are really proud of it. You might have creams on the market that have 30 odd ingredients that might not perform as nicely as this one, if we're honest. And this is something that you can make yourself. You can gift it to friends and family. You can take part. You can just learn to formulate. And if you catch what I like to call the formulation bug, then you have joined the right place because you've already joined our community. We have lots and lots of amazing free resources for you to carry on formulating. I saw a comment flash up earlier on about, would love it if you teach us how to make a hyaluronic serum. We have a whole blog which has probably hundreds of formulas on it by now. An amazing blog at formulabotanica.com that you can take advantage of that has a hyaluronic serum on there that you can formulate. So, once you've had a go at this face cream, the masterclass opens you up to having a go at different formulas when you're ready for it. So we urge everybody to get your tickets. And just a reminder of who we are and what we do. We are the leading online organic cosmetic formulation school. Our USP is that we teach you to use entirely natural ingredients, and we have an amazing community around the world. And we are leading up to our entirely free masterclass at the moment, which is what we're talking about. We're talking about why everybody can and should formulate. And we will be making thousands of people. Last time we had 43,000 people going through this training to make this amazing, beautiful sea buckthorn cream. So we start the masterclass on the 2nd of May. So if you have not yet registered, we had lots of people saying earlier on that they have registered already. Amazing that you've decided to join us. If you haven't and you want to take part, you are not too late. Please do go through, click through and register, and you can start the process of learning to formulate your own face cream, which is very, very exciting. The workbook, by the way, has 32 pages. So when we say it's packed with value, it truly is packed with value. It's, you get paid courses that would have a lot less value than this. So please do take advantage of the fact that we are offering you this entirely for free. If you have already registered, pop registered in the comments for us and let us know. I saw lots of comments flashing through earlier to say that you had already registered. So I just wanted to talk about the key points that we've spoken about today. Formulation is fun, easy, and empowering. We believe everybody can formulate. Brooke, do you have to be a cosmetic chemist to formulate?
Definitely not. I think that's something that a lot of people have this misconception around, that they have to be a chemist, they have to study to be a chemist in order to be a formulator. And it's not true. You can absolutely, if it's something you're passionate about, you can definitely start using natural ingredients and creating your own products. So if you get, as Anna said, if you get the formulation bug after you've gone through the masterclass, our blog is full of lots of different formulas you can create. We give you the whole formula, we give you the method, we give you links to suppliers of the ingredients. There are lots and lots of things on there. There are different scrubs, shower jellies, toners, hair masks, pretty much everything you could think of is all on the blog. So have a look through there, have a peruse and see if it's something you'd like to learn how to make. And it's a brilliant thing and brilliant skill to learn how to do. You can customize products to what it is that you'd like. So if you can learn how to work with the ingredients, and if you decide you absolutely do not like the smell of peppermint, for example, you can make sure that nothing you use has to have peppermint in it. Or if you have any sensitivities to something like benzyl alcohol, you can choose a different preservative that doesn't contain benzyl alcohol. So it's a really great way of customizing your products, rather than having to read through the ingredients list and shop around in so many different places to find products that work for you. I know I've done it before, and it's really, really difficult to find truly natural products that sort of don't use a lot of the ingredients that we don't use in any of our formulas that we teach. It's very, very difficult to find products that are that natural, that are for sale in lots of different parts of the world. So if it's something that you're passionate about and you want to try, definitely give it a go. And I am living proof that you will be hooked and it will stick with you for the rest of your life.
Yes, absolutely. So everybody can formulate. Brooke started when she was 10, joined Formula Botanica at 14, and now she is a very valued member of our education team, supporting all of our student community, with everything that we do at Formula Botanica. So it is absolutely brilliant. We are so excited to teach you this free masterclass because the content is just spectacular. The comments last time that we ran this in October were phenomenal. We know that people just have so much fun taking part. So we cannot wait for you to also join us. And, we start on the 2nd of May. Please do get registered. I've seen lots and lots of people saying that they are registered too, and we cannot wait for you to get started and for you to experience this masterclass, because it really is so much fun. We have got 3 live tutor support sessions coming up as well during the masterclass, which is an absolutely invaluable resource where you will get the opportunity to talk to the Formula Botanica team further. So we have someone from our education team on each live event, which is very, very exciting. We don't normally do this. We don't normally give you access to the education team in this way, because we are very, very busy all year round supporting our 16,000 students. And, the team work flat out on that already. But, we wanted to be able to take time out to help as many of you as possible. So today will not be the only live event. We've tried to answer as many questions that we could see as possible. I could see the team working very hard as well, answering questions. But if we did not get to your question today, we apologize, but there will be other live support sessions as well. So make sure that you're up to date, that you're registered. You can also receive text notifications for when we're going live. All of that is available to you on our website. So please do make sure that you are, subscribed to everything. And the free masterclass, which we are running, is starting on the 2nd of May. So please make sure that you register. And these support sessions that I've talked about, the live support sessions, will be related to everything, all of the content in this workbook and the videos for the masterclass. And we will be giving you exclusive access to different members of the education team, which is where Brooke and I also work. So it's a fantastic opportunity for you to meet other members of the Formula Botanica team as well, because there's many of us behind the scenes and we want to get out there and meet as many of you as possible. The registration link is in the description of this live video. So please do make sure that you go through, you click and you register. It takes a couple of minutes, really. I did it earlier, so you can see it's very, very simple. And you click through and your study area is available for you straight away. And the workbook is there now. So go and grab it while it's hot and take your selfies, post them online, tell us that you're taking part. The hashtag is Formula Botanica. We love to see people taking part in the masterclass. So thank you so much for joining us. We've been on for nearly an hour now. Big thank you to Brooke for telling your story, for sharing your story of how you started to learn to formulate. And I hope that everybody has walked away today feeling that they truly can do this too. And amazing to see so many of you already registered. If you are watching this on a replay, join us. We have, a few days yet before we get started. We've got 10 days until we start on the 2nd of May, and we want as many as possible of you to be formulating alongside us. We absolutely love running this free masterclass for you. So thank you very much. We hope that you have enjoyed this live. We hope you have a lovely afternoon wherever you are in the world. It might be morning or even evening, but we hope you have a great day. And don't forget to join us on the next live session that we're running. And a reminder that we will have a session specifically on ingredients on the 25th of April at 4 p.m. UK time. So I saw quite a few ingredient questions about substitutions and things like that. Come back with those questions for that live, where I will be talking to the Formula Botanica CEO, Lorraine Dalmayer, about the ingredients in the masterclass, why we chose those ingredients, and how you can work with perhaps slightly different ingredients if you choose to. So goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for all your comments and engagement. And thank you so much, Brooke, again, for sharing your story.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed the live. I hope you've enjoyed hearing my story, and I hope it inspires you to start to learn to formulate and to give it a go, because it is a skill that we all truly love, and I think it has so many different benefits to it, and it is truly underrated, really, in all of the goodness it can bring into people's lives. So have fun, happy formulating, and I will see you in the next live, which I think is a week from today. I think is the next one I'm doing. So I hope to see you all again then.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Brooke. We truly believe that formulation changes lives. We see it in our community all the time, and we want you to join us to change your life through organic skincare formulation and hair care formulation. So thank you so much for joining us on the live, and we will see you all for the next one. And there's so many amazing resources. Make sure that you get registered for the masterclass now. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everyone.